Hi, and welcome to the Metabolic Reset class. My name is Becca Schugert, and I am going to be teaching tonight. And I've got one of my business partners, Katie, here with me, and she's going to share a testimony here at the end. But we are going to be talking about metabolic health and how we can improve that. It's such an epidemic today, and this is a very important conversation that needs to be had. So I'm excited that you are here and that you're joining us. I am a certified nutritional consultant and a certified essential oil specialist. I am a mom of 4 kids. I am passionate about nutrition and natural solutions for health issues. I've been teaching on holistic health for a little over 10 years. I've lived that lifestyle a lot longer than that. My oldest daughter is getting ready to turn 22. And from the time I was trying to get pregnant with her, I started down this path of holistic health, and I've just never turned back. I've had my own personal journey with metabolic issues due to a traumatic car accident that I had where I was hit head on by a drunk driver. So this is something that I have lived, and not just something that I'm telling you what you need to do. Like, I'm doing this too. And I feel like that's really important because a lot of times people who have not experienced particular health issues, sometimes we don't understand the frustration that other people are going through. Well, I'm here to tell you that I do understand the frustration, especially when you feel like you're doing everything right and it's not working. So that's my own personal journey. I'm going to share a little bit about that at the end. Now, I also believe that your health is your responsibility. You are always going to be your own best advocate, and no one is going to care more about your health than you do. And I'm especially talking to moms right here, because if you're a mother, it is imperative that your kids see you taking care of yourself, because that shows them how to take care of themselves later. And it's not selfish to do that. And finally, I don't think it's ever too late to start a new chapter in your life. So it doesn't matter what age you are or where you are in your life as you're joining in this conversation, but you can turn over a new leaf. You can start a new chapter at any time. So I'm excited to share with you guys tonight. And our agenda is really going to be, why do we need an awakening about metabolic health? And then 4 key obstacles to metabolic health and how to overcome them with plant-based medicine. I'm also going to talk about 5 must-have plants for promoting longevity and anti-aging, which is cutting-edge science nowadays. And then I'm going to talk about a plug-and-play plant-based protocol for a metabolic reset. And it is going to work synergistically together. This whole system is, and we're going to talk about that a little bit at the end. And also, I advocate for changing lifestyle where you need it changed. And you yourself know best what you need to change. All right, so are we ready? Let's move on then. All right, the longevity industry is rapidly growing. By the year 2026, it is expected to be a $27 trillion industry. So this, again, is cutting edge science. And this is what is at the forefront of medical research right now. How can we promote longevity in our lives? Now, I have a lot of personal beliefs about that. Meaning, like, I think we need to overhaul our food system, and that's a big part of why people are not living as long as they should. However, there are other things that we can do in addition to lifestyle changes that help us age well. People that integrate longevity strategies in their lifestyle will have an advantage over people that do not. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about right now, because we want to live a long and full life, right? I mean, I know I do. I don't want to be, bedridden or anything, barring obviously like a chronic illness or something, or a traumatic accident. But a lot of people do not live well in their later years. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So we'll start with health span versus lifespan. So here's the issue. We have more advanced medical technology than ever. However, the last 8 years of life are typically spent severely inhibited because of health limitations. And honestly, modern medicine has not done much to impact health span. Most people reach a point where they accept this as a part of life. Now, I myself, I've said, oh, I'm just getting old, that kind of thing. And accepting that, there's a fine line between accepting where you are in life and also encouraging and facilitating a more healthy lifestyle. Some people accept aging well, and some people fight back. So I don't know which side of the spectrum you're on. If you're like, oh, well, this is just how it is. I'm just getting old and I'm not going to worry about anything. Or if you're like, hey, I am ready to make some changes. I want to live as well as possible in my later years of life. Now, lifespan is the number of years that you live, and health span is the number of years that you live well and in good health. And what we want to do is bridge that gap. Now, if you have researched any at all into longevity and health span, then you might have heard of Dr. David Sinclair, and he has a podcast that's called Lifespan. So let's talk a little bit about metabolic health and how that relates to your longevity. So your biological age is inseparable from your metabolic health. So when you are taking control of your metabolic health, you are slowing down the signs of aging. Now, for those of you that are practitioners or in the medical field, you know that the better the metabolic health of a client, the better they feel in general. And the stronger your metabolic function, the younger you will look and feel from the inside out. So good metabolic health equals an optimal absorption of nutrients. That's really key. It's time for a wake-up call, especially here in the US, because only 6.8% of adults have optimal cardiometabolic health. Now, what is that? What is cardiometabolic health? That includes your levels of blood pressure, your blood sugar, blood cholesterol, your adiposity, which is overweight and obesity, and cardiovascular disease. There was research published in July of 2022 in the Journal of American College of Cardiology, and researchers evaluated over 55,000 Americans across these 5 components of health. And that is where they came up with the percentage of only 6.8% of adults have the optimal cardiometabolic health. So 5 indicators of poor metabolic health would be high or irregular blood pressure, your blood sugar spiking and dipping, belly fat or obesity, cardiovascular disease, and blood cholesterol. If you are a person that sees an allopathic practitioner, a regular MD, if 3 or more of these conditions are present, then medication is usually already prescribed to you for symptom management. But what we want to do is we want to get to the root cause of that, right? Because that's all that prescription and over-the-counter medications do, is they manage symptoms. Now, let's take a look at this. So this is called what we call a blood sugar roller coaster, okay? Even in healthy individuals, blood sugar spikes are normal. Like anytime you eat a snack or a meal, your blood sugar is going to spike a little bit because your body is getting fuel. Now, that's normal. However, a lot of us are experiencing high spikes and low dips, and we don't even know it. And that has an effect on our metabolic health and our aging. Blood sugar rising a little bit after a meal or snack is fine, but when your spikes are too high for too long or your blood sugar dips too low, that is when it becomes problematic. This roller coaster right here leads to a chain reaction of inflammation, aging, insulin release, wrinkles, cravings, insomnia, mood swings, acne, chronic fatigue, infertility, weight gain. Do any of those sound familiar? Most of us are actually on the blood sugar roller coaster and we don't even realize it. All right, let's talk about blood sugar and aging. Okay, so we got spikes lead to cravings, spikes lead to aging and wrinkles, spikes lead to weight gain. So every time our glucose level drops after a high spike, the craving center in our brain is activated and looking for a quick fix. This is where processed food, fast food comes into play because these types of food provide a quick dopamine hit in the brain's reward circuitry. This is why we crave sweets or snacks at different times during the day. And the more that we spike, the faster we age because glucose spikes accelerate the process of glycation in our bodies. This ages us internally and externally. Now, when glycation attacks our collagen, that is how we develop wrinkles. I don't know about you, but I'm like, yikes. Our body's defense mechanism against glucose spikes is to store glucose away into our fat cells. This leads to fat cell expansion, and therefore our weight expands as well. Fewer glucose spikes means fewer fat cells, which means it is easier to shed weight. All right, so what happens as we age? There are two things that drop around the age of 25. Two of the ingredients and the products that we're going to be talking about tonight will help us in this area. So make sure you stay with me. NAD is the most important molecule because it sustains life. And this is cutting edge information. Right now, NAD therapy is available in IV form for anywhere between $300 to $2,000 per visit. So I don't know about you, but that is way more than I want to spend because how often do you have to do it, you know? By the time we turn 50, our body is producing only half of the amount of the NAD that it did in our 20s. Collagen also starts to decline by age 25, and our cells use NAD to produce energy and activate proteins that support healthy DNA. Let's talk about blood sugar and hormones. Okay, you can see this right here. This means insulin resistance. So when we are insulin resistant, our food is converted into fat instead of energy. And you can see this is just a little vicious cycle right here. Most of us think about hormones in pretty basic terms, like we're either in a state of estrogen excess, like PCOS or perimenopause, or we're in a state of estrogen deficiency, which is menopause. What we don't often think about is how interconnected insulin, the master hormone that controls our blood sugar, is to sex hormones like estrogen and testosterone. High insulin levels can tell the ovaries to make more testosterone. This causes like facial hair and acne and a whole host of other things. High insulin levels also lower sex hormone binding globulin. This dumps estrogen in your system and can contribute symptoms of estrogen excess, like sore breasts, fibroids, and heavy menstrual cycles. Lower insulin levels, correcting insulin resistance, goes a long way in keeping inflammation in the body low and helping to restore hormone balance. So 4 obstacles to our metabolic health: maturing fat cells, blood sugar instability, the cellular integrity, which just means, how well and healthy are our cells, and then inferior supplements. Now let's talk about using essential oils as plant medicine. So if you are new to essential oils, or maybe you use them infrequently, I just wanted to drop a slide in here so that you can get a base knowledge of essential oils, because it's really important. A lot of people have misconceptions about essential oils. So just so you know, 1 drop of oil is the equivalent of multiple pounds of herbs. It is the most potent form of plant-based medicine. Oils are natural, they are safe and effective. They are very cost effective. You can use one essential oil for many different things. They also provide an aromatic experience. They're uplifting, and inhaling an essential oil is actually the fastest way to change your mood and to change your brain. The final thing about essential oils, which is honestly my personal favorite, is that they are so versatile. I can use one essential oil in my laundry. I can use it on my body. I can take it in a capsule or a soft gel. I can put it in a diffuser. There are so many different ways to use essential oil. And that's one of the reasons why they are so cost effective. And this is where plant medicine, and specifically essential oils, are so incredible for helping us get to root cause issues. This saves you money, guys, which I know as a mom of 4, I was always looking to do. I mean, how can I save money and, have my family have the best healthcare, the best nutrition as possible? And essential oils, once I found doTERRA, I never looked back, because it was by far the most, the most effective form of plant-based medicine that I've used. Now let's talk about which oils support metabolic health and how. So the oils that we're going to be talking about tonight are lemon, grapefruit, ginger, peppermint, and cinnamon bark. Let's start with lemon and grapefruit. So both of these are high in limonene, which is a chemical constituent that's very important for the body. Lemon supports lymphatic drainage and detoxification. It's also great for energy. I love to diffuse it in the morning. I love to rub it over my gallbladder with a carrier oil to make sure that things are moving through. Well, lemon is fantastic. A little drop in stainless steel or glass in a water bottle tastes amazing, and it really helps support your liver. Now, grapefruit supports healthy metabolism when it's ingested, and it's good for weight loss, curbs cravings, and lymphatic drainage again. Now, I know you've heard about grapefruit being known for weight loss, and what I love about using the essential oil is because it is the most potent form of grapefruit that you can get. Now, peppermint. Peppermint improves exercise performance and results. If you've never used peppermint before you exercise or before you work, you drop a little bit on the top of your head or right on the sides of your temples away from your eyes, and wow, you are awake, you are ready to go. It is so amazing. And it's one of the essential oils where you get an instant hit. Peppermint also curbs cravings. It increases mental acuity, productivity, alertness, and energy. It also is excellent at alleviating brain fog. So if you need to energize your workout or you're trying to focus, it's a really good practice to use peppermint before you get started on anything, any kind of project. Cinnamon bark promotes healthy cholesterol and cardiometabolic health. It helps stabilize blood sugar and supports the pancreas. It also improves circulation. So every benefit that you're learning about these essential oils has already been proven scientifically. And if you want to dive deeper into that, you can look up these studies on these particular essential oils on PubMed website. Let's move on to ginger. Ginger supports memory and brain health, and it may also be protective against diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. One of the consistent testimonials that we've been getting with this product system is how brain fog has been lifted. And ginger is a key component to that. Combining ginger with other powerful ingredients creates a synergy that is producing incredible results. You're getting all this plant-based medicine without even really having to think about it, which is great. Now let's talk about solutions. So these essential oils that we just went through address all 4 of the obstacles that we talked about. Preclinical research shows that in the right ratios, these 5 oils reduce the size of adipose fat cells when ingested, and they limit the development of new fat cells and the growth of existing fat cells. Now, I want to really point out that in the right ratios makes all the difference, because you can use these oils internally, individually, and it will support your health. But to unlock all of the benefits of these oils for longevity, anti-aging, and metabolic health, you want to use the oils in the right ratios. And one company is leading the charge in essential oil research. doTERRA is able to back up what we claim about our essential oils with data from our research. We actually performed a preclinical trial on the metabolic blend that I'm going to be sharing with you in just a couple of minutes. And the preclinical trial was really designed to answer one question. Can the ratios of these 5 oils be optimized to exponentially improve results? That is straight from the trial. You might remember that we had a blend called Slim and Sassy that used these same 5 oils. However, that blend has completely changed based on the outcomes of these preclinical trials. And what doTERRA discovered was that the ratios of these essential oils altered results in human fat cells. And this is where doTERRA's plant-based medicine is headed. It is so exciting to be on the cutting edge of all this research and on the cutting edge of science. doTERRA is really the company that bridges holistic alternative health with the best of modern medicine. It's really the best of both worlds. So what, right? Does this actually create results in my body? Some results that people are experiencing are curbing cravings, helping with weight management and plateaus, improvement in energy, an increase in mental clarity, no more brain fog, promoting healthy sleep, a better mood, increased focus, and productivity. Now, what are some of the people saying? So this is a great testimony from Cassie. I just love it. She talks about how, she hadn't changed anything yet, but she was going to, but the energy she's had, the brain fog is gone. She's got so much mental clarity, and that she can't wait to see what other changes have taken place over the next couple of months. And it literally takes 5 minutes a day, which again, that's key, because let's be honest, I know for myself, and I know for most of the people that I work with, if things feel too hard, you don't do it. Right? Or you may do it for a while and then you stop. And that's our human nature, because we don't like being out of our comfort zone. Here are a couple of other testimonies. So this one is amazing. I'm on my 4th day. I'm a diabetic. The 2nd day of taking it, my blood sugar was 111, the lowest in years. It usually hangs around 185. So you can see, like, from this graphic right here is directly from one of the preclinical trials. And you can see one of the products. This is without one of the products. And these are blood sugar levels without, and these are blood sugar levels with. Okay, now this testimony over here is from a type 1 diabetic. And dinner is usually the heavy meal and heavy on the carbs. And so they put one of the products to the test. And this woman testified that even when her husband takes the appropriate amount of insulin before eating, his blood sugar will spike, but it did not tonight. And these are his results right here. There's no spike in his blood sugar. These are some other testimonials. Energy way up, caffeine, sugar cravings are gone. I get tired at bedtime and I sleep hard all night. A 67% reduction in high glucose events. So you can read these. If you want to screenshot these, feel free to do that. This person says, more energy, better sleep, great skin, mental clarity, less joint pain, and increased flexibility. But I love this part right here. But what you can't see on the outside is that my anxiety is basically gone. So that's really important. This woman right here says she went to the eye doctor, and she is, her prescription for her eyes has changed. And so she can read her phone without readers on now, which is life-changing. She's 49 years old, and she feels like she's aging backwards. By all of her blood tests were in the normal range. And that isn't new for me, but every year you get the news, you get that news and you're happy. So those are some awesome testimonials, different things. The products work differently, a little bit differently for everyone, because what you come to the table with is what this product system is going to work on. All right. Are we ready to know what this blend is? MetaPower by doTERRA. It supports metabolic health when ingested, may help to reduce adipose fat cells when ingested, helps curb hunger cravings, promotes mindful eating, supports energy, vitality, and weight management. And this blend right here, this is the specific blend in the right ratios that you need in order to counteract those obstacles of your metabolic health. Now, the MetaPower system by doTERRA is a metabolic health and longevity system. So you can see this right here: decrease post-meal glucose spikes, increase in energy, cognitive function, curbs cravings, inhibits fat cell maturation. That's a huge one. Improves skin elasticity and firmness, activates longevity genes, and helps you release weight, because a healthy body is going to release weight naturally. This is a smart supplementation system that equips your body to have great metabolic flexibility, balance blood sugar, and slow the biological signs of aging. There is literally nothing else like this on the market, and I do not say that lightly. I recommend getting the entire system when you're first getting started so you can identify which one of these delivery systems works best for you. So we're going to talk about the 3 different core products that are in the MetaPower system. First is the MetaPower soft gels. And what you're going to do is you're going to take one soft gel 3 times a day, up to 3 times a day. Some people don't need it that much. It delivers the metabolic benefits of the essential oil blend. It also supports a healthy digestive system, cells, and tissues. So this is basically the essential oil blend in a soft gel. And I love to take one first thing in the morning. I take one, honestly, after each meal. So I'm taking them 3 times a day. Because I like what it's doing for me. I like the way that my digestive system is working better. It feels more efficient. And honestly, I am tracking my metabolic health, and my BMI is down 5%, which is huge at my age. I don't mind sharing. I'm almost 53 years old. Be 53 this year. And so that is a big deal for me. So the MetaPower soft gels is the first part of one of the core products. Now, the second core product is the MetaPower Assist, and this is going to help you hop off the blood sugar roller coaster. It has 2 main ingredients: mulberry, which is shown to reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by 42%. It slows down the absorption of what you're eating so that your body can metabolize it. And it has berberine in it, which is a natural form of metformin. It makes the body more sensitive to insulin. It lowers blood glucose and increases mitochondrial energy. It also helps lower cholesterol and may reduce the risk of heart disease. So the MetaPower Assist, you take 1 capsule 15 to 30 minutes before your largest meal of the day. Honestly, some people need to take it more than that. So I take it intuitively. If I know I'm going to be eating more carbohydrates, or if I know I'm going to be eating out at a restaurant, I will take it more than once a day. Now, this helps slow down the absorption of simple sugars and carbs, and it helps glucose release more slowly and steadily, which supports stable blood sugar. Now, it also supports healthy fat metabolism and a healthy metabolic profile. Now, the third core product is the MetaPower Advantage with collagen and NMN. And you're going to take 1 sachet per day in 8 ounces of water. Now, you may be saying, what is NMN? So let's back up a minute and let's talk about NAD. NAD is a cofactor for health span because of its role in metabolic function and cellular integrity. NAD and collagen start to steadily decline at age 25, which we talked about earlier. NAD promotes health span by improving biological aging. It also improves cognitive function. It supports lean muscle and connective tissue, improves skin elasticity and firmness. Now, this MetaPower Advantage includes NMN, which is a precursor to NAD. Now, you may be saying, why do we have it as a precursor? Here's the thing. If we can get your body to actually produce the NAD, it's going to be more effective than if we are just supplementing with NAD, because that is taking us back to the root cause, and your body understands exactly what this NAD is going to do. So NMN, we've included that in here as a precursor to get your body to create its own NAD. There are also 9 types of marine collagen in this product. So each one of these sachets, and there's 30 in a box. You take 1 per day. Some people take more than that. I usually take 2. And then other times I just take one, just depends on how I'm feeling. Now, there are actually 12 ingredients in this product, and they are all incredible and they work synergistically. But for time's sake, we're just going to cover the NMN and the collagen. So let's talk about collagen, okay? Collagen supports cellular integrity. And the collagen in the advantage is different because it is 12 times more bioavailable than other types of collagen. There are 9 unique types of collagen in here. Most collagens only have 1 to 2 types, and it is marine based, which is better than bovine because you don't have the glyphosate exposure. It is also sustainably sourced. It is harvested cold water marine fish from Italy, and it's very easy for the body to digest. Okay, take out your phone and either screenshot this or grab the little QR code here. If you want a deeper dive into MetaPower and the different ingredients, there is a free MetaPower course that you can do. So, or you can visit this link down here. So I'll give you just a minute to do that. You are just going to be blown away by how many ingredients and the way that doTERRA has designed this entire product system. It's incredible. I personally love it. I can't imagine what I felt like before, I mean, I can remember, but it's just been such a benefit to my health. So I hope you guys take a look at this course. Again, it's free and you can just grab that QR code and check it out yourself. Now, what we're going to talk about now is these are the foundational products, and that would be the soft gels, the MetaPower Assist, and then the advantage with the collagen and NMN. And then we have supporting players, and it comes with the oil blend, the MetaPower beadlets, which are actually similar to the soft gels. It's the essential oil in a little tiny beadlet. So it's about 1/3 of a drop of essential oil in a little tiny beadlet. But these are really handy to just keep in your purse, a backpack, a briefcase, whatever. So if you're on the go and you have cravings hit, then these are products that will help you get through that. I love to put the oil blend in my water. I fill it up every single morning with, 1 drop of MetaPower. And then I usually like to add another citrus oil, like either some extra grapefruit, some green mandarin, or some lemon. And I add that to my water and I literally sip on it all day. And then you've got the MetaPower satiety gum. And this is, again, fantastic to keep in your purse or wherever when you're on the go, so that if you're out and about and cravings hit, then you can have these supporting players to support what your health goals are. And it also, again, supports your overall metabolic health. Every single product in this system contains the MetaPower Essential Oil Blend because it is truly the rock star of this system. Now, who is this for? It's for all kinds of people. Anyone like yourself or anyone you know who is struggling with low energy, brain fog, weight issues, food cravings, irritability, blood sugar imbalances, anyone who wants to improve their health and longevity. That's who this is for. Now, let's talk about option 1. How can you get this in your home, right? How can you get started with it? So option 1 is basically this entire system that we talked about tonight. So you get all of these products, which are basically different delivery systems, okay? Now, it doesn't mean that every single month you have to purchase this entire kit, right? You're going to get the kit to start with so that you can figure out which delivery system is best for you. Some people never use the beadlets. Well, that's okay. You can share them with someone. And if you don't like the beadlets, you can share them with someone that may need help with their metabolic health. Some people hate to chew gum. So again, share it. But you're going to have to figure out what is going to work for you best. Now, the thing is like all these individual ingredients and the advantage alone cost well over $300, but you can get this entire kit, this entire system for $179. Plus, you get a free membership in doTERRA for a solid year. Now, you can either choose to order certain products monthly or you cannot choose to. There are definitely perks and advantages to ordering monthly, but again, that is totally within your control. Remember, I said you are your own best advocate. So that's something that is a decision that you will need to make. So if you have questions about option one, make sure you talk to the person that invited you to this class. Option two, and we did not go over the Lifelong Vitality Pack tonight because really it's a class on its own. But this is, again, a really strong foundation. Nutrition is something that absolutely impacts your health and it impacts everything about your metabolic health. It impacts your aging and your longevity as well. Nutrition is always going to be foundational. And so you can start with the MetaPower system, and then adding on, especially if you are a person that takes synthetic vitamins, just stop. You're just throwing money away. The Lifelong Vitality Pack is a whole food vitamin system. It includes polyphenols, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. It is the full package. And so if you are a person that needs help with movement and metabolism, as well as nutrition and digestion, excuse me, most of us have nutrient deficiencies anyway. And so you combine the two of these, and that is a powerhouse for getting you on the road to optimal health. So this is your option two, the MetaPower system plus the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Now, are you ready to change your life? If you are, you definitely want to get in touch with the person who invited you to this class and make sure that you get your questions answered. I'm going to stop the recording right now and go ahead and move into a brief Q&A here.